Hello and welcome back to another video with me, Meoni, for Final Fantasy XIV. This time around we've got a great thing to show off for you. One of the harder to get minions, I would like to say. Although it's not too hard, it just takes a little bit of time. This is the Malone minion. Now this specifically is from an achievement tied to the Diadem and turning in your gathered materials. Now I did this on a fisher, you could do this on botany or miner as well. But obviously you just need to get a cumulative amount of points to unlock this minion. So specifically you need 50k Sky Builder points. When you go to actually turn in materials that you've gathered from the Diadem, you'll see that at the bottom right there's a seasonal score and a cumulative score. The seasonal score is nothing to do with this achievement at all. This is just entirely to do with a ranking system. The top 12 people in that get titles at the end of a season and so on. There's lots of other rewards no doubt in the future as well, but that's all that is. What we're looking for is that cumulative score, which tracks how many points we've got over the entire time I've spent as a fisher, for example, as a botanist or a miner, and they're separated by that. And this took quite some time. This is not something that you want to go and grind and, work yourself into a pit of despair doing so. This is a boring task, and ultimately it's great for making gil on the side, but unless you're going for the rankings for the season, you really don't want to put too much effort into this, and you don't need to. So once you've turned in all of your points, and this will take, this took me about 5 Diadem runs to actually get 50k points. You will get 2 achievements. Firstly, you'll get an achievement for hitting 50k cumulative points in your chosen gathering class. So I get the 50k achievement for the fisher there. And you'll also get a second achievement for getting 50k points on any of those 3 gathering classes. And that achievement specifically will give you the minion as a reward. So to claim this minion, we need to go to Jonathas in Old Gridania, the achievement vendor, and you'll see that under the gathering tab of that achievement list, you can claim the Malone minion. So let's take a little look at him and read his text. Summon your Malone minion. If it weren't following you around, it would be tearing hapless adventurers apart on the Diadem. A young prehistoric creature found on the Diadem, whose unforgiving environment forged its kind into ruthless predators. For reasons unknown, it saw you as a friend instead of food, and began following you. Ever ravenous, it snaps at its own tail whenever it comes into view. The hidden text reads, "There are too many of them. Too many dinosaurs for us to face alone." A quote there of the Vath Braveheart. This minion reacts to emotes without you needing any title or anything on your character. You can actually get him to feed from your hand with a handover emote, and a /pet will get him to turn around, see its own tail, and chase after it in a circle, which is the most adorable thing ever. It's one of the more interesting and quite funny little minions. When I first saw this, I, for whatever reason, instantly saw Barney. So some audience members might be too young to remember Barney, and you're not missing out on anything, I can assure you. But yeah, my Malone minion is definitely going to be called Barney from now on for obvious reasons. It's a fantastic looking minion. It's quite a large one with its big bulbous head there. I love the texture quality on this, to be honest. It's a lot higher than a lot of the minions we see in the game recently. A lot smoother and a lot less pixely, so there's some anti-aliasing going on there. I wish all of the minions had this same treatment, to be honest. It would really freshen up some of the quality problems we have with the older ones. So a lot of people currently take the approach of seeing 50k Sky Builder points as a big deal and, quite a task to actually reach. But remember, this isn't going anywhere, right? The seasonal score is entirely different, like I said earlier, and your cumulative score just stays with you. So all you have to do is get 50k points over however long you're planning to do this content on a single gathering class, and you will get this achievement. Just stick with it and you'll get there eventually. There's no rush at all. Diadem isn't going anywhere specifically, and it's future-proofed this time, unlike things like Eureka. You can totally have your own solo instance. There's no group required play at all. It is just entirely solo gathering content. You will be able to do this for the years to come in the future unless they change Diadem. And I've seen a lot of people complain that Diadem is just this massive grind and they're spending way too much time in it. Take a break. It is not a big deal. Unless you're going for the ranking for your server, which is already the most competitive thing in the universe, and at this point you're never going to catch up anyway if you start tomorrow. It's just physically impossible with the amount of effort that some people are putting in. Unless you're going for that, really don't burn yourself out. It's great content to do as a side, but it really isn't something that you should spend too much time in. Unless you want to make gil, then it's probably good, but at the same point you've probably already missed the boat for the most part on that as well. You can make some decent gil still. The market is starting to calm down a little bit. But yeah, anyway, let me know if you've got this minion yet, how long it took you to get this, if you're, actually still enjoying the Diadem, or if you hate it and it's a bane on the existence of the game, like I see a lot of people calling it. Hopefully you enjoyed this one, and hopefully next time you'll see a baby crocodile next to me, fingers crossed, although I'm quite a long way away from the crafting achievements for sure. I need to up my game a little bit. Enjoy your evening wherever you are, and I'll see you all next time.